You know you're a boy mom when you have an Iron Man band-aid on your pinky. Hello, my name is Selena. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my channel, it would mean the world if you subscribed. I'm going to be talking about ways that have tremendously helped me live a more slow and intentional life. I hope these steps are as impactful for you as they have been in my own life. We are going to get right into it. First one I want to talk about is limiting screen time. I talked about this in my iPhone video and how I turned it into a dumb phone, but limiting the screen time in our house has been the most impactful change we have done as a family, that I have done as a person, as a mother. I am not against TVs necessarily. We still have a TV. We have our Saturday movie nights where as a family we watch a movie, and honestly it's been some of my funnest memories to just get snacks and sit around the TV and snuggle and watch a movie. I think it's just finding the balance in your family that makes the most sense, and I think it could look different for each person and each family. But for us, I was realizing that my kids were watching way more TV than I wanted for them. I always thought I'd be the mom that would never let my kids watch TV. Yeah, I have limited their TV time tremendously. I always thought I was putting the TV on to save like my sanity, but I realized when the TV wasn't on during the day, I actually felt more at peace during the days. I think just all of like the stimulation, noise in the house just added up to the stress I was feeling. My husband and I both turned our smartphones into dumb phones, and we don't have the TV on as much as we have in the past during the daytime. My husband and I, usually when we put the kids down, we go straight to the couch and put a movie on, or The Office or something. It's been challenging and really good for us to not go straight to the TV, to grab books, to read, to spend time with each other. We are on TV way less. It's caused us to be slower in the evening, to just actually rest, have quiet in our hearts and in our minds, and then not being on our phones. If you want to hear more about that, I have a video about how I turned my iPhone into a dumb phone. Kind of talks more about that. Second thing I have learned recently, and this is a big one for me, don't fill up your schedule. I realized recently that I always thought I was being a better mom by having stuff to do every day. Realized I was rushing the kids out of the house every morning to go to the park and the zoo and do these things, play dates here. Again, these aren't bad things, but I was always rushing my kids out of the house, and it was always my own time crunch that I've made for them. You know, pulling them out of the house, putting their shoes on, we're always in a rush. And again, they were like times that I set up. And so we were only in a rush because I made us be in a rush. And allowing my kids to just be kids, to have slow mornings, most mornings now, to not have a million plans has been so life-changing. Same with my husband and I. We're just very intentional with our schedule and what we allow into our schedule. If we are filled to the brim, again, with just a bunch of things every day, all day, then we're not gonna allow time for the things that really matter, for the people that matter. I feel like I'm still in the process of unlearning to be busy all the time. It's been really, really impactful. The third thing is spending more time in nature. I was just telling my husband how I personally feel so refreshed being outside in fresh air, being in nature, listening to the birds or watching the trees sway in the wind. I feel like each and every one of us was made and designed to be outside, to be in the sun, and to enjoy God's creation that He's given us to enjoy. Taking a moment at least once every day to just be still. Now this can look really differently depending on the day, depending on I guess where I'm at. It could look like being in the backyard with my boys and just watching them play on the trampoline and taking just mental pictures in my head and just soaking it all in. Seeing their little faces jumping up and down, looking at them die of laughter as they push each other and wrestle each other in the trampoline, watching as they pick up roly-polies or worms in the dirt, just actually taking in the moment. It can mean taking time to pray and being with the Lord and thanking Him for the things He has given me. Or it could be as simple as just being outside and looking in the sky and just taking a deep breath and just kind of allowing yourself to not have a million things in your head and to just try your best, pause whatever is going on in your heart and mind. Drop it all, to not think about it, and to just be still.
Now the last thing.
You guessed it. Minimizing your life. I feel like I talk about this in every video, or all the videos I've made thus far. I really feel like it is the most impactful change. From that has stemmed all of the other changes in my life. If you start taking out the physical objects that are cluttering your house, you realize that it could be cluttering your mind as well. So allowing yourself to just live a more simple life without having an excess amount of things that you don't really need at the end of the day. Evaluating the things that you do need, not finding your contentment with materialistic things or things that don't matter, not finding your joy and happiness in objects, but finding your joy and happiness in all of the other things that do matter. Being content with what the Lord has given you today. Minimizing my life has been a game changer and has allowed me to live slower, to live more intentionally.
You having fun?